Hi, we're here at the Osho Meditation Resort in Pune, India. We're sitting in the Zen Gardens, and today we're going to talk about making sense of meditation. There's so many different kinds of meditation that it can become very confusing. I mean, there's Buddhist, Zen, transcendental, you have astral projection, visualization, mudras, alpha and beta waves, all these different things. And for the most part, thinking about those in the beginning, all that's going to do is create too much pressure or give you too high of an expectation that you're either not going to like the experience or you're just going to quit. So what I recommend for people when they first start is just to sit and relax and breathe. Close your eyes with the main objective of lowering your stress or just grounding yourself. So in over 10 years of teaching meditation, the two main reasons that people tell me that they don't meditate is because they've tried it and nothing good happened to them, or they didn't know what to do. And secondly, that they don't have any time. To begin with, think about the first time you've tried anything, such as a sport or even just going to the gym. You probably were not very good at, especially compared to the people that have been doing it for a really long time. So if you're in the gym, you don't expect to be able to lift all those heavy weights the first time. Yet in meditation, people expect that they're going to have some unbelievable experience or all their thoughts are going to magically go away, even though they've never tried it before. It doesn't happen. So don't expect them to. It's sort of like what nutritionists call a healing crisis. And what that is when you start bringing all kinds of healthy things into your body, like vitamins, minerals, or healthy food, a lot of times your body starts expelling all the bad things that have been in your body for so long. So you actually feel worse. Same like when you go to the gym. A lot of times you feel worse the day or 2 days after you go to the gym. Meditation is the same thing. In fact, you actually digress in your psychology the first time you meditate because you start recognizing all of the things that you've been escaping from for all the years that you've been doing that, whether that be your fears or anxiety or this is stupid. You start having judgments about it, what am I doing this for, this, and all these different things. What I suggest is to find out for yourself, do some research on all the benefits that are going to help you. We're going to talk a little bit more about those. But for now, just think of that there's no such thing as a bad meditation. If you have a couple of days or even a couple of weeks, a month, where you are having all of these thoughts that you don't really want to face, just sit and go through the process. We're going to talk about what to do with that in a minute. And know that it's very simple. It's something you've been doing your whole life. If you've ever danced or you've played a sport, essentially you've meditated, because sports or dance or a hobby, what that does is it allows you to forget all of your fears and anxiety and everything else you've been thinking of and just focus on the one thing and really enjoy that. That's why you feel so much better after you play those sports. Meditation will bring the same thing to you. In fact, they even have Zen archery and tennis here to teach the idea of having a conscious awareness or mindfulness of all the individual moves you're making while playing any sport. The ironic thing to me is that people say that they don't have time for their meditation, but they always seem to have time for their stress, their anxiety, and things like that. A book I read called The Happiness Hypnosis described it really well, and they said, if I could give you a pill that took you 20 minutes to digest, and the pill was able to give you lower stress, higher concentration and focus, higher amount of creativity, increase your immune system, along with so many other health benefits, and had no side effects, everybody would take that pill. Meditation can achieve those things for you. The other thing to know is that the science says that the human body needs 8 hours of rest. That is 1 hour for your physical body and 7 hours for your mind. And they say that 20 minutes of deep meditation is the equivalent of 8 hours of sleep because it puts your brain waves into a slower capacity and gives you the rest that you need. Now, I'm not saying that everybody should stop sleeping 8 hours and just do meditation, because a deep meditation is not an easy thing to achieve, and sleeping is also so good for you. But it may be a good idea to go to bed either 20 minutes later and try your meditation then, or wake up 20 minutes earlier and just try a 20-minute meditation at that point. One of the problems that people have with meditation is it's the first time you're taking full control away from your ego and your conscious mind and attempting to do nothing. And your ego and your brain is going to be very fearful of that. But I've never seen anyone who's watched the sunset over the course of 10 to 30 minutes and say, boy, was that a waste of time. Meditation is the same thing. So let's talk a little bit about the benefits. In addition to what I've already mentioned, such as lower stress and increased focus and things like that, Harvard University recently did a study. In just 8 weeks, they found that 2 parts of your brain increased in size. Those are the parts that are responsible for self-awareness, compassion, and creativity, as well as sympathy. They're saying your physical brain actually changes because of meditation in a positive way. It also increases the connection between your left and right brain. So what that means is that your logic meets your creativity. So it'll be good for so many aspects of your life, including your work. It also reduces the mental dialogue that you have and creates more of an emotional balance. There's also so much research coming out now that says there's huge benefits for people with OCD as well as ADD, ADHD. It also increases your intuition. We've all had the experience of knowing we should either move towards something or away from it, whether it be a person or an event or something like that. Meditation helps to increase that. It also lowers your fight or flight instinct. Therefore, it's going to help improve our relationships. Imagine if you could not or take away the reaction that you did so many times in the past where you thought somebody was attacking you when they really weren't, such as your spouse or lover or partner, anything like that. Meditation's really big for that. In a short time, let's talk about what we can reasonably expect. So you got the physical benefits. You have your mind, your memory, and it increases your immunity because you're lowering your stress. Secondly, you can tap into your self-conscious. And what that means is it gives you more of an ability to remember things that you needed to know. It increases your creativity. And thirdly, it will help you tap into something bigger than yourself. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have an interplanetary connection or experience or anything like that. Although that happens rarely in meditation, what will happen is that you're going to increase your vibration. And essentially what that means to you is that it'll bring better things into your life, better situations, better people. And in all the meditation that I've taught, people tell me that this kind of thing happens immediately because you're thinking better thoughts and attracting better things towards you. The most important thing with your meditation is not to have too high of an expectation, because like a diet, what that's going to force you to do is quit prematurely. If you go with the idea of all you want to do is relax, that's probably the best objective for now. And don't wait for the perfect scenario either. You know, it's great to be at an ashram in India or at a Zen park or something, but the best meditations that I've ever had were sitting on my bed in a busy city, just leaning against the backboard of my bed either in the morning or night, before I went to sleep or after I've woken up. And the best idea would be to just try it for 30 days. If you like it, if you see better results in your life, continue to do it. Let's talk a little bit about how to meditate. There's so many different objectives with meditation, whether it be increasing your chi, that's the energy in your body, lowering the stress. You might even just want to help yourself get a better sleep, and that's a great motivation. What we're going to do is a Buddhist or Zen meditation. The objective is to think of nothing, but that's way too difficult even for seasoned meditators. So what we're going to do is try and think of one thing, and that one thing that I would suggest is the breath. Now, the breath is the most important thing that our body does and the most taken for granted. So if you think about it, we could go without water for days, maybe even a week. We could go without food for weeks. but you can't go without breath for more than a couple of minutes. So there's something out here that we can't taste, touch, but it's there, and it's coming in and out of our bodies to keep us alive, and that's what we want to focus on. So, and the idea of that is called mindfulness. Focusing and appreciating the smallest things that you normally take for granted. You could do that with anything. So to start with, I'd like you to put a pen and paper next to you. Because the first thing that happens when you try and relax your mind is you think of all of the things that you either didn't do that day, or that you want to do for tomorrow, that you have to create a reminder for yourself, or, you know, I forgot to shut the bathroom light off, or all these different things. Do all of those things that your mind's telling you to do, because then you can get them off your mind and relax. Write down, oh, I forgot to call John, make sure you call him in the morning. All these things. You might even create a whole list for yourself. So after 5 minutes, when that starts to go away, what you're going to do is just try and relax and think of your breath. All kinds of thoughts are going to be going through your head. It's a lot of times your fears, your anxiety, this is stupid, what am I doing this for? Let them be there, it's fine. When that happens, that's your mind going on its own to a place without you controlling it. So what we're going to do is have a purposeful thought of going back to our breath. So if you think of it as a busy highway and all these thoughts are going by that you have no control of, every time that happens, if you go back to just thinking about breathing in and breathing out, you're going to accomplish exactly all the benefits that we talked about, including relaxation and getting a better sleep. The position that you want to be in is, you might want to put some pillows under your butt to prop yourself up. It allows you to sit up straighter. The best thing to do, if you don't want to do that, is just lean against the backboard or the wall behind your bed. You don't need a shrine or anything else like that. Just like I said, you don't even need candles. All those things, if they're helpful for you to relax, great, get them. If not, just sit up straight. What that does is allow your chakras to be in alignment. What your chakras are just energy centers in your body. They go from the top of your head to the base of your spine. And putting them in alignment will allow the energy in your body to flow better, or what the Chinese call your qi. A lot of people ask, can I lay down when you meditate? Yes, you can, but you're going to go to sleep. So if that's your objective, great, do it. But the best position to do is to be sitting parallel to the earth. Your hand position could be any one of so many different things. Some people sit like this. For now, just put your left hand on top of your right, connect your thumbs, and just sit comfortably. You are going to want to close your eyes and look up and in. So what you're doing then is activating your third eye. What might happen is, after a relatively short amount of time, a lot of the people that I've brought meditation to, they say that they see energy or lights or something like that. That's totally normal, and what that means is your brain is going into a slower brain wave. It's great news. That happens through activating your pineal gland just through sitting in meditation. So if that happens, don't be scared of it. It's great. As you're sitting there, do a mental scan of your body. And what you want to look for is where you're not relaxed and create relaxation there. So let's start with our face. A lot of us hold tension in our face. You might be sitting there like this or something like that. Make sure all the muscles in your face are relaxed. Your forehead, your cheeks, your mouth, and work down through your body. A lot of people hold tension in their necks, as well as the shoulders and their chest. Just make sure all these things are relaxed. You're going to want to put your chest up to have your heart out, if that's possible, because it straightens your spine a little bit better. Relax your butt, and you're going to want to put the tongue to the roof of your mouth as well. Now what that does, basically, is there's two energy centers in your body. One going this way and one going up and around, and putting your tongue to the roof of your mouth connects those two. It's a good way to create a flow of energy in your body that is good for so many things related to your health. The most important thing is that when thoughts are coming in and out of your brain, just purposefully go back to your breath and keep trying that. If you do 10 or 20 minutes, you've just done the most important meditation that there is. So keep trying it. Good luck. I recommend you do 30 days and see the results. Thank you.